What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rated R for Review. We're your hosts, Jet and Janae,
Hey, hey.
talking about Battle Camp Episode 3. The, Survivor slash Fear Factor game show that's got both of our attention. This is actually the funnest episode so far for me. But, what are your thoughts on it, Jay?
Sorry, my mic would not unmute. Yeah, I agree. This was the best episode out of the first three. I mean, so far. I think we're getting an idea of how the games go now and how the process of elimination goes, like when people get put on the little wheel to get eliminated. Just kind of understanding how the show works, I think. And yeah, I think this was the best episode that kind of highlighted like the bonds between everybody, the relationships getting built, and I think it had the best challenges as well. Like I enjoyed watching the actual challenges in this episode.
Mm,
So it
yeah.
was just better all the way around the board. So
Yeah. No, I definitely think they have I think the more time we spend with the cast, the stronger the story actually feels. Because
hmm
I feel like this pulled a lot from their character, their inner dynamics, even new people coming in with old relationships. There was just a lot of play in this
yeah,
episode that felt like healthy drama, healthy for the show drama.
yeah. I feel like it kind of got its stride. Like, when a show you're watching a series or, and then it can kind of start off like, okay, this is pretty good. This is all right. And then it actually catches its stride. Um yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it finally caught its stride in episode 3. So I think that we should start off with like we need to start from the beginning. Actually, let's start with how episode 2 ended when Irina, her name, and she was crying. Like it was just really sad. But her name was on the wheel. Everybody was trying to vote her off the show. That's how episode 2 ended. And so episode 3 starts off with us seeing did she get voted off or not? And
Right. Thank,
she did. She did.
yeah. And thank goodness.
Her
I was
teammates played
so
her though, low key.
worried that she was going to get voted out by the entire camp, including her own team, and the wheel was going to land on some random person.
That would have
And
sucked because then she would have had to
yeah,
stay.
and so now she has to sit through camp with a bunch of people that don't want her. That would have just been bad. Like, they
Yeah, no.
probably would have just voted her out. Like, she probably would have begged everyone to vote her off the next round.
She probably would have just packed her bag and left because her team, like, I mean, they felt really bad too, but yeah, I feel like her team voted her off because she was one of the weakest players. And that's what's so crazy about this show is that it's not just like I know we keep saying like, oh, is Battle Camp the new Survivor? It's got a Fear Factor twist. It's like, yeah, but it's a little different. It's
Yeah.
like it's not just about them competing. It's like yes, they have games that they compete in, but it's also that they are different houses going against each other, but they also have the ability to not just vote for other players to leave, they can vote for their own teammates to leave. And if whoever leaves gets replaced by somebody, some random person that is new to the show. So they
Yeah.
probably got a pool of people just waiting. Like,
Right. That's
but
what
yeah, that's what makes it crazy. Like,
one thing that isn't clear to me about the show is it seems like it can go on forever. Like, I thought this show was kind of going to be built off the idea that, like, when you vote someone off, your team is either uneven or you have to, like, vote for, like, you have to basically recruit a player, or someone has to give away their weakest player, or
oh, like
someone has to
amongst the
compete twice.
teams.
Yeah, because now it's
Mm.
like, I don't know how many, like, they're competing for a prize, but I can't tell. It's like, are there 10 rounds? Are there 20
Oh, I see.
rounds? Like, I don't see an end goal. They're
That's a good.
competing.
Hmm.
Like, does anybody actually know when, or one day are they just going to wake up and it's like, all right, this next champ is Battle Camp's last champ?
Last, yeah.
You
No,
know?
that's true. That's not clear because they're competing for the money, but it's like, yeah, it hasn't been clear on like what is the ultimate goal as far as like, do they have to win a certain number of games? Like, do they have to? That's something we need to look into. So y'all stay tuned because we're gonna figure that answer out for next time.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the stage goes, yeah, I'm glad that what's her name who yeah, I felt what's funny is her mistakes did feel like, yeah, like yeah, just she shouldn't be here. But I
Yeah, she
do
was just too weak. And then who she got replaced by, the black girl that came in.
mhm,
Um, I mean, she was just like a competitive, high
yeah,
energy, just athletic type person, like just likable. I feel like Irina was more like gloomy, like self-conscious. It's just she didn't fit. It's like this is a competitive, you
yeah,
gotta be willing to compete. And she just, I mean, I feel like they were right to vote her off. It was just sad that they didn't, that they played her like every
yeah.
time she would ask, and then you know the little cuts, the scenes that they would cut to where it would be like she'd be like, "Oh, so have you guys like been thinking about who we're gonna vote for?" Like I just feel like I'm in the dark, like I don't really know what's going. And they were just remember the one her teammate was like, "Oh yeah, let's go talk about it." And then he said, "Yeah, we're all planning on voting for Tony on the other team."
Yeah, yeah,
Lying. It's like so yeah. When she said she felt blindsided, it was like yeah, like
yeah. But
that.
even that, the fact that she was that blindsided is that to me that's almost a point against her because it's like she sat in the room with them later and was like, "Man, I'm really thinking about who to vote for," and like no one answered her, and I guess
Yeah,
she just went
it's
to
like girl, you
sleep.
should have known.
Like, what you mean? But
You
yeah,
should have
so.
known.
But I mean, yeah, it could be an experience thing. But all I know is, yeah, that she's out. She got replaced with a much stronger candidate, and her
Yes.
only possible potential weakness is the fact that she's like a
Oh,
love
yeah.
interest to the other guy on the team. And so,
They have been inseparable. Like,
right.
yeah,
So
they're a
I don't
mess.
know how annoying that would be to me, but I don't think it would bother me in
As
this
long as it's
sense.
not affecting their game. Like, I feel like every
Yeah,
athlete is that way. Like, when your teammates end up in a relationship and you're just like, all right, well, as long as you ain't late to practice, you can't focus,
right.
you're fighting. So now your head's not in the game. It's like, yeah, as long
Yeah,
as,
I don't think there's anything here. As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like there's a game that could break
yeah.
that.
And they don't seem like they're like in a relationship either. Like, I mean, she called him, like, this is like my best friend. Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what show they were on before, like Too Hot to Handle, but I don't know anything about the show.
Yeah, I
But
never seen the show either. And that's the thing too for everybody watching, like all of the all the people on this show are from other shows. Like there's people on here from Love is Blind, from Too Hot to Handle, from what was it, like Love Island or whatever it's called. But there's like lots of different shows that they pulled people that are already on other reality shows to come on to this show. So some people know each other already. But yeah, they have them in like four different camps or three different camps. Is it three? The Wolves, the Bears, the Eagles, and the, I think that's it.
yeah,
Oh,
it's just three.
three.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, they're all competing against each other. But you know, it's like everybody to an extent, if you, especially if you're already on a reality show, you already probably know some people because you're like, oh, they're on a different show. Like I've seen this person before. Or you are on a you know your teammate on this show is someone that you were on a show with previously. So
Yeah.
yeah, and they all kind of showed up not knowing who was going to be here. So it's like, oh, okay, that's, I thought that was a pretty unique
No, that's actually really
but
dope because
yeah.
yeah, unless you're from Love is Blind, because then unless you married the person, you really don't know anybody. You didn't
Mm.
see them. But,
Not if you, not if you up too early.
right.
Yeah, because yeah, if you didn't get to the part where they actually, you know, everybody does meet each other.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There was a whole other phase to that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's just the early episodes where they're in the pods and they're behind the walls.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, so
true.
let's talk about the actual games because I thought the games that the challenges that they had to do in this episode were really interesting to watch. What was the first one?
Do you think you could have pulled it off? So basically, the game, the entire theme of the first one is there will be one person really going through the challenge, and the other three people on your team are going through a fake version of whatever it is. And so everyone else has to guess who the person that's really going through it is while everyone else is trying to fake it. And so the very first challenge is, I think, one person is getting shocked with like 200 volts or 2000. I don't know how many volts is a lot, but enough to make you uncomfortable, greatly uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, basically, he's, yeah, that's the first challenge. And there's multiple challenges like it. But yeah, one person is
Wait, we gotta.
actually,
Okay, go ahead. Obviously, you gotta explain it.
yeah, so everyone's sitting at a table and it all looks the same from the front. So the teams are ready to vote. They each get one vote apiece. And yeah, and so they're watching everybody, and one person is actually getting shocked by basically a taser, and the other three people have to fake like they're being shocked by a taser, and whoever sells it the best, well,
Well,
who
they have
it,
to. Yeah, the other teams have to vote on who they think is actually the real person being shocked. But the team has to work together because it's like they're trying to fool the other teams. So so yeah, like all of one team, like let's say the Bears are the ones that have to be shocked. Like all the Bears are up there and the Wolves and the Eagles are watching them. So while the Bears are sitting there getting shocked, it's like, well, all of the Bears aren't getting shocked. There's only one player on or one teammate, on the Bears team that's actually getting shocked. So it's like everyone's watching like, oh shoot, like it's like basically everybody's showing off their acting skills.
and boy, some people pulled some stuff off.
Yeah, because so a lot of them fooled me. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, I thought it was so and so, like, and
yeah. Now that,
it was not.
I think too, that's the first time. That's the first time we've been in the dark. I think that's why I enjoyed that game so much, is because we were guessing too. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
every other game, you're either like when they had to guess who has the biggest ego, we knew who the people in the box voted, and then we also were watching in real time who they were picking. But it's like this is the first time where I'm like, man, I don't know who's being shocked. I don't know who's drinking the rotten smoothie. That was a crazy challenge. Like,
Oh, that one, yeah. Everybody had a smoothie that they had to drink, and they all looked like beautiful, perfectly made Johnny Rockets smoothie spot strawberry smoothies, but one of them was made with like I don't know if it was like rotten
it was
milk
like,
or
yeah, it was
something.
like rotten like goat cheese, or it was something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And they
Yeah,
had to all sit there and drink it. And it's like out of the four players, only one person had the real rotten, nasty smoothie, and everybody else was drinking a delicious strawberry smoothie. But they had to all act as if, and they did a good job. They had some good acting skills because they were sitting there. Everybody was doing something different. Like somebody
yeah,
somebody was almost like gagging. Another person had snot coming out of his nose. Like, and you're like, they all look
yeah,
convincing. Like,
yeah.
who?
And respect to the person who really had that one, because that was Tony, I think, and he actually chugged the whole smoothie in one gulp,
And it was
and
him.
and it was him. I thought for sure. I'm like, I was like, he's such a meathead. Why would he fake drink the whole thing and then try to act like it's nasty? It's obviously delicious. Like he was off my radar off the rip.
Yeah, no, I mean he probably didn't even know. Maybe he smelt it at first, but he probably was like, you know what? I'm just gonna down this whole thing because if it's a good smoothie, great, and if it's not, oh well. Like, but
Yeah,
he probably thought that that would be a good strategy, like even if even if other people like even if people thought he was the one or not, I feel like downing it just leaves everybody kind of like stuck,
I.
you know,
If
like
he had the real smoothie, if he had a real smoothie, I would have done the exact same thing. So yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe
No,
he
that
had
was
already decided. Like, if I taste and it's delicious, I'm gonna spit it all out. But if it's this, I'm gonna chug it. Like maybe he actually thought of both options. I don't know.
yeah.
But
What was another one? They had one where they had to pretend like they were, which was easy. Like there was like a thing blocking them, like cutting onions, but
oh
only
yeah,
one player had an onion and everybody else had like apples, and so they had to like, I think they had to like lean down into it and like sniff it in really hard and then come up and keep cutting. And so based off of who had a real onion or who had apples, like the other teams had to guess who's faking it, like, or who's the real one, who really has the onion for real. So people's eyes is watering. Like I feel like that would be, I want to play that in real life. You know, like the TikTok, Instagram challenges and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that just seems fun to do in real life.
If I
Like,
had been on there, I would have like went down and smelled my partner's onion and then came back.
mm.
Actually, I guess I would have gave it away. They would have saw your head tilt. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
would
would
have
have been
lost
like,
out.
nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm faking it. I'm faking it. But yeah,
Yeah. And then they had one where they had them sitting down in the stools, which they didn't show that one for too long. But I think the biggest ones was the smoothie one and
voltage.
the voltage one, yeah. So
Yeah,
okay, so that was that challenge. Then they had another challenge that I guess was more of like a punishment challenge where all the
yeah.
teams didn't have to do it, but I think it was one person on each team had to kind of get punished. And so um basically what they had to do is they had to run around they had these things on their ankles where it's counting steps. So there's three teams. One person from each team had to have things on their ankles, and for an hour, for 60 minutes, they had to whoever had the most steps. So it's not that you couldn't stop running, it's just that whoever had the most steps within 60 minutes would actually win and not get, you're trying to win for your team. Like you don't want to be the person with the lowest steps. Like,
Hmm.
and so, well, I guess two teams would be the people with the lowest steps, but it's like, so basically for an hour everybody else is chilling while one person from each team is trotting, jogging, doing little quick steps, walking around, like running for an hour without stopping because and they had a timer counting down from 60 seconds on the screen, and they were like, people's legs were burning. Like I felt like, I thought they were about to have to do some kind of like long distance run that I was like, yeah, nah, I would have lost. But when I saw that they just had to keep their feet moving for an hour, I was like, oh, that seems doable. Like
Right.
that seemed interesting. Like it's still obviously difficult. I know your legs gonna be burning, but it's like, yeah, that seemed doable. And the person that I thought wasn't gonna win ended up winning. So that was actually, I definitely got fooled. So
Yeah. Nah, that's wild. I don't know how to. Yeah, that was just a. I would have hated that challenge because I wouldn't have known what counts as a step and what doesn't. If they had just given me like a warm up round where it's like, hey, do something and see how it works, like, yeah. Like, I actually think the girl that won would have lost if everyone was aware of what the challenge accepted. Like, I don't know. That just seemed like the most indirect punishment they've had so far. Like,
yeah,
everything else.
unless there's details that they gave them that they didn't show us on the viewers end.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Like I think she might have just took a chance. She might have been like, I already know I'm the least athletic one here, so
Mm.
I can afford to basically hope this thing works. But I can't imagine all those athletes didn't think, because I'd have been on a speed ladder for an hour and a half or an hour, however long they have.
No, for real. Like I would have been moving my feet because they were jogging around. Like I would have
Yeah.
been doing like, them things where you like, we used to have to do this just in conditioning for softball. It's like you gotta, like you said, a speed ladder or whatever, but it's like
Hmm.
where you bend down, you squat, and then my dad used to have us do these all the time, and like your feet gotta like move quick, like real
Hmm.
fast, like where you kind of like are beating them against the ground like as fast as you can, like with your arms like spaced out.
Hmm.
Like I would have been doing those, and I would have did that for like, and got as many of them as I can in for like a whole minute straight without stopping, and
Yeah.
then did the slow trot just to let my legs rest, and then waited a little longer, and then did another one of those, let my legs rest, did another one of those. Like I would have had a routine, like a pattern.
Right.
I would have told my team, like I would have been strategizing. I would have been like, y'all, every 5 minutes, tell me when I've hit 5 minutes. Just five. I'm gonna rest
Mhm.
my legs for 4 minutes. On the fifth minute, I'm about to go in with with my footwork. Like the fifth minute, I'm about to like get ahead a lot of steps. Like I would have thought of a strategy like that.
Yeah, nah, that's real. I mean, something like that would have worked because I know for sure. Yeah, that wasn't it. But yeah. And then the last, hold on, what was the last part of this? The last part is just the voting process, right? And that's
Oh, who are they gonna vote off to put their name on the big spinning wheel?
yeah, I think my guy Tony might be on the chopping block for real this time though. I think I don't know. He's been kind of playing the I don't know, the muscle slash manipulator. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, the fact that like he's kind of well, actually, it was because he actually wanted to protect his friend. Like he finally kind of became a little biased, and I think old girl kind of picked up on it. Like,
Mm,
yeah, so the Eagles are definitely going to have a change soon. But
I feel like
yeah,
he like had his run, like I mean it's only episode 3.
I
But
know.
I feel like he had his run in a sense of like, he was the funny, cocky kind of guy that starts off the show. People like him. They think he's funny. He's super arrogant, competitive, and all this stuff. It's like, but by episode 3, I feel like you start to really like, and maybe it's just me, but I'm like, okay, I see how the games are going now, and I see like your arrogance isn't funny anymore. It's like you can't just because even in last episode 2, like he lost one of the challenges for
Oh
their
yeah,
his team because he was
mm,
like when the girl had to vote who would she think is
attractiveness.
the most attractive on her team, and he was telling the guy, he was like,
Give me the
what's
flag.
his name, Javier, or what is his name?
I don't know the German guy. I like him though, but yeah,
Yeah, he was like, oh, I think it starts with an L, I forget, but he was like, give me the flag, I'm not losing because of you, I'm not losing because of you, give me the flag.
right,
And he was like, you're making a big mistake, like he was like,
right.
and he did, and it's just like, I don't know, I think this is the first episode where you saw people actually like almost getting over him, where it was like, yeah, well, we can vote, we can put his name
Well,
on the board,
I
like.
think it's the nature of the games. Like when you start to realize like he is clearly the strongest and most athletic out here, but like
Hmm.
a liability mentally in some
Yeah,
ways that, like will cost you in other games. But yeah,
yeah,
well, in games that are purely mental, because those games are purely mental. So his ego got the better of him. But I'm like, yeah, he even did good for the. Like, I don't think anyone else could have pulled off the smoothie thing that he did. So even though that wasn't a completely physical thing, like like it required something that I think he does bring to the table. But I do think
yeah.
the fact that he's willing to gun at his own teammates and the
That's
fact that
the
he's willing
only,
to
yeah.
protect, but he's also willing to protect enemies over teammates. And it's like those two things working together. And I think he's overextended a bit. Like he was kind of, he's attracted to a girl who apparently has a boyfriend, but but she's willing to like
Yeah, she's gonna
throw him
regret
in,
that later.
huh? Yeah,
I say, yeah,
yes.
she's gonna regret that later.
I man, this show is not worth that. But man, yeah. But anyway, yeah, just that whole play, I feel like, yeah, I just think that's a big deal because he's definitely got 2 votes easy, plus the game I think they lost, and then yeah, anybody else that comes around aiming at him as a target. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of a 50-50 toss up between yeah, him. Honestly, it's got to be the Eagles. It's going to be Tony or the girl that I actually like her. Like I think she peeped it right, and yeah, I just think yeah she's in trouble because of the fact that Tony's going to narrate and
Wait, which one? Who are you talking about?
the other girl that's on the Eagles, not the new girl. There's only one other one there. Um, the girl that was like the girl that voted for the attractiveness thing. Um,
Oh, and she was mad that Tony thought it was her.
yeah, it started.
Okay,
Yeah,
her. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but it's like she's been like, man, I watched him in cold blood vote somebody out. super early in this game. It's only a matter of time before he comes after me. And the fact
Yeah,
that
she
she
does
brought up,
that.
yeah, so she's voting for him. The girl that Tony thinks likes him,
That was Georgia.
yeah,
Yeah.
better with the names than me. But yeah, I think she's voting for him. And then I feel like because he's about to go out and start trying to manipulate, I think it's going to backfire on him with some people because they're going to see him as a threat, you know? So it's like, oh, if you're out here trying to get her off your back, like, again, that's kind of fake of you. Like, if he
Yeah,
goes
that's
out and
what your
tries to talk
biggest
to another team, it's like, hold on, this is the second time you've been out here trying to get rid of your own teammate. Like, I think people will not vote. People will vote for him out of their personalities, not competitiveness. Like,
that's what's funny. It's like the fact that it's like every time people have to vote to put somebody's name on the board, it's like it's for some different, it's always for some different reason. It's like it can be for um your personality. Like we've seen it for all three. It's like people have voted people off because like Irina, for example, got voted off because people were saying like her jokes just don't land. Like they don't like her personality.
like
Like
socially,
she's
they're
not,
trying to make a club.
yeah, it's like they're not, it's like she's not meshing with the group. It wasn't even about, I mean, yeah, her skill was off a little, you know, it was off, but it's like she wasn't meshing with the group. Like they were also irritated with her as a person. It's
I
like, but
don't even,
then
yeah,
you have the people where it's like, nah, this person is just not athletic. So we don't like, they're a threat because, you know, this person is either is not athletic or a person is too athletic on a different team. So we should vote them off. Like, what's her name? Avery, when her name got
no,
put on the board. But then the last one is people putting people's names on the board because a person it can actually be like character. So not personality, like are they likable? It's more of like a nah, like this person's character, like what you're saying about Tony.
yeah,
It's like, we don't trust him. He likes to go after his own teammates. Like he's almost like on some win at all costs. And if people are like, dang, like you make one little mistake, if he's mad at you, he'll try to convince everybody to be mad too and
hmm,
to vote you off. It's like that's what happened with old girl in the beginning, the very first episode that got voted off. So yeah, it's pretty cool because it's like it's really up to every episode when people get to vote names on the wheel. It's like you never know. You're not just, you can't be safe thinking like I'm the most athletic one here. Like I'm going on a show that has challenges. And so I know I'm going to be safe because I'm super athletic. It's like, no,
yeah,
you got to be a good person. People got to like you. You have to build good relationships. It's like because people can just, it's not only your name goes on the wheel if you lose challenges, but people can actually freely vote to put your name on the wheel. There's always a vote every round. And so
yeah,
it's like, dang, like, and
yeah,
everyone gets to vote. Irina's name was on that
mhm,
board 13 times. Like, Jesus.
right. Yeah, actually, that makes sense for why people are actually voting with certain things too, because it's like it's one of those things where it's like you do want to get rid of somebody, and well, no, I guess that doesn't make sense. I was just gonna say like, yeah, when you're trying to figure out who to target, like you almost don't want to out yourself as the person that voted, almost like in a different way, because it's like, yeah, if everyone had voted for Irene or whatever her name was, and then
Hmm.
there's just one outlier that has like, it's like Tony made sense once because that was her vote. But it's like if he had popped up again, he would have been kind of looking around like, who's aiming at me?
Right.
Like he would have actually been listening for it now. So it's like, I guess there is a good reason to just vote the weak people out until you kind of get oriented to the show and how stuff works and moves. But
Hmm.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Super random, but shout out in the comments section to Goat James. He said, salute panel. Hey, hey, what's the
What's
deal?
the deal?
Hey, hey. And my brother, he is in the chat as well. And he already hopped in and took that link off the screen. So because I did not know how to do that. So appreciate you. But yeah, no, this is a really good show. This is I think to be real, the first episode or two, I was like, okay. I was like, this is a good show. Like it's cool. But then
Yeah,
by episode 3, I was like, okay. Like
yeah,
I actually like the show for real now. Like, yeah, like it's a fun show. Like this is a show that I would, well, I haven't been on no reality shows, but I've definitely signed up to be on a reality show before. And this is one that I would probably want to go on because I do have an athletic background, and I feel like I mean, so do
socially.
you. Yeah, and then just, yeah, like building relationships with people and like just being a part of the challenges, like it seems fun, it's entertaining, just like how Fear Factor was. And like
Yeah,
it's they're entertaining challenges. And honestly, forget Fear Factor because I could never go on that show. I could have never been on that show. Like they do too many things that I might as well not have gone on the show because I'm not doing it. But
yeah,
like, they haven't done nothing in Battle Camp that seems too outrageous or like gross where
yeah,
it doesn't seem doable. Like it seems
yeah.
fun. So
Nah, I agree with that. Outside of maybe the molded cheese thing, uh, the
yeah,
smoothie.
that's a tough one. Yeah, that is actually. I
Yeah,
would have
but
just. Well, I mean, but if I would have threw up, I'm like, I just would have been a good actor. So
I mean, or you would have been drinking a perfectly good smoothie.
I
So,
know I would have been banking on, like, I could take the
ooh,
shocking. I could have got shocked with the voltage. I could have did the onion. I could have did. Oh, we missed one. Remember they had to eat the hot. They all had to eat a chili dog, and it was like really really hot. One of the chili dogs were like blazing hot, kind of like on.
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'm not. I need to know how hot that chili dog was, because
Shuby. Everybody was making fun of Shuby. They were like, "Okay, Shuby, like he's
he's
adorable." Like,
adorable. Good
like
try.
he's trying to,
Anyway, who's the real one?
right.
Yeah,
They were like, he's really trying to like make it seem like the hot dog is hot. And Shuby, it was him, but he's like the sweetheart of the group that everybody almost, I don't know.
yeah.
They just love him, but he's
He's
just
never getting. If anyone votes for Shuby, they will get
everyone's
moved
gonna
the
be
next
mad.
round. Yeah,
I would
right.
be mad. I'm like, who put Shuby on the board? Like,
Right. If he's not
yeah,
up there because he lost a game, he better not do no challenges. He better not do nothing. Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't think no one's ever gonna vote for Shuby. I think Shuby's gonna make it to the end and get the money. I don't think he's gonna ever get voted off.
That's another thing too. Is it a team that wins the money at the end or a um individual?
I would think it's gotta be a team.
Okay, I didn't know if at the end like it's gonna kind of be a Squid Games type move where they basically
Oh,
the last game
they do
is
that. That would suck because they definitely are on teams called the Bears. It's like, well, you might as well have just gave us individual names.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
why am I on a team if at the end you're gonna say? And honestly, I could see them doing that though. To be real, I could see them at the very end being like, "All right, guys, well, here's a twist." It's like
Mm,
since the Bears are the only ones standing, it's like, you know, now you have to compete against each other. Like I could see them doing
honestly,
that, but that would
if,
suck though. I would be mad. Look,
if they were gonna do that, they would tell them 2 games early, just so people could start internally voting against each other and break up the unity
yeah,
of the team. Because that would be a really interesting game to start like dividing them early. But yeah.
yeah, no, that would be. Honestly, they might as well have done that because they're already allowing for people to vote their against their own teammates now.
Hmm.
So it's like if that was a part of it where it's just like you got to strategize. It's like pick the best players, build the best team as long as you're kind of like, for example, if they have 10 rounds of challenges that they have to do, it's like pick your best team up until round like 7 or 8.
You know what?
Then
That's what
start
we need
trying
to
to
do.
eliminate people one by one that you think are competitive to you because especially
Yeah.
if your team is winning. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if team you know what? I need to watch episode 1 again. I need to see if they explain the rules in more detail than I caught initially, because I feel like there's just things missing that I feel like would be worth saying, but maybe it's only worth saying at the beginning of season 1 because that's where everyone's gonna start. So
Yeah.
yeah, But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I mean, yeah, because I don't know the answers to that either, and that's something that I feel like, yeah, we need to know. So that's something we need to look into. Like, how many rounds of challenges are they doing? Like, is it just a team that wins in the end? Because yeah, every single time a teammate gets eliminated, they bring in somebody new. So it's like how, like you said, like this could go on forever. So yeah, we need to find out how this
yeah,
works.
yep.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else that we are missing? We went through the challenges.
We didn't even see the wheel this time, so we don't
Oh,
know
that's one
what.
thing I was gonna say is I feel like everyone that was voting, I feel like this was the first time compared to the first two episodes where the voting just seemed sporadic. I feel like the wheel for the first time is going to be filled with like a variety of names.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
because remember, everybody at first was voting for in episode one. What's her name from Love Is Blind? They were voting for oh girl, well the queer, not Love Is Blind, the ultimatum, the queer one.
Yeah, queer
I forget
love.
her name, but she was how we forget
Yeah,
her name was on that board so many times.
yeah.
But they
No,
were
it
voting
was,
like, and then the next one it was Irina. But now it was like, dang, there's everybody was voting for a variety of different people. So I feel like I'm kind of sad actually. I feel like we're about to lose somebody that
one.
we're not going to see coming.
Yeah. No, I mean, I do think that's definitely gonna be the I don't know the catch to this one. I don't think there's gonna be a an obvious loss because I don't even think.
Yeah,
I mean, unless it's Tony, like he's kind of the person that I'm like, all right, like I've actually like he was the guy to me, and then there were a bunch of girls. I was kind of like, oh, I like her. She's cool, but I didn't even. He took up so much of the screen, and now I'm just kind of like, no, there's some substantially solid dudes like that have just been overshadowed by how much noise he makes, and now I'm like, nah, there's a lot of solid dudes I could actually watch
yeah,
right in this show, but yeah, so I don't know.
agreed.
It's like,
Honestly,
oh,
it needs to be him because when I think about everybody else, I'm like, I think I've grown to love a lot of the different characters and all the people on the show. But I'm like, Tony's the only one that is, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like he had his run. Like I feel like if he gets voted off, he's the only one that if he got voted off, I would be okay. Like anybody else, like Lorenzo or like what's his name, Luis or Louis or like anybody else, I'd be like, no, like I'd actually be sad. But
yeah,
yeah, Tony's
that's
the only one that's like, all right, dang, that sucks, but okay, he could go. So
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I guess to take it back to the people watching, have you guys seen Battle Camp? This isn't even one of those shows, like if I'm honest, that seems like um crazy popular. Like I haven't heard people really talking about it like that, but you know, y'all are watching this. So yeah, just let us know in the chat. Have you guys seen Battle Camp? It is on Netflix. And if you have, what do y'all think about it? Like, is it something that y'all felt like is worth watching? Like, are you guys the type of watchers that you watch like Survivor, Fear Factor? Because it's similar to that.
That's true. Yeah, if you haven't seen Battle Camp, comment your favorite reality um episodic. I don't even know what to call these.
Like
Like,
something that's in the niche or like in the genre of this type, like anything in the Fear Factor, like Survivor. Yeah, it is interesting. It is. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a it's unique. Like all if you're an athlete, if you are competitive, like you like watching stuff like challenges like how they would do on Fear Factor and things like that, but you also like reality shows. Like where you like to see a little bit of drama, like a little bit of people having to socialize and work together as a team to figure stuff out, but there are challenges going on. Like, yeah, it's actually just an interesting show. Like just to kind of have
yeah,
some food and some wine and to just sit there and watch it. Like it's that good background show that's just it's going to keep your attention for sure. Like it's worth it. especially now that we've made it to episode 3. I'm like, yeah, it's worth it for
Yeah,
sure.
this is a very easy watch, and that was a very. I could have very easily watched 3 episodes in a row too. Like it wasn't even like.
Yeah, we've been pacing it, but we could have for sure just kind of binge this.
Yeah,
Or yeah, how many seasons is there? Is it just one season?
I don't even know how many episodes there are, but yeah, definitely don't know how many
Let me
seasons.
see. I'm going to check it right now. Battle Camp seasons and episodes. All right, there's only one season and there are 10 episodes. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I wonder
One
if it's even
season,
on there.
10 episodes. All right. Well, yeah, we're on episode 3, so we got 7 to go.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we got a ways. This is going to be very interesting. But that is some stuff we do need to figure out though, because we currently right now we do not know how the trajectory of the show is going to go when it comes to like how do people win. That's what we don't
Yeah.
know. Like
Yeah.
with Fear Factor, it made sense. It's like, okay, they're doing all of these fearful challenges
Yeah.
and whoever's the last man standing is actually going to win. They win the money, they win the money. Well, with this, it's like there's 3 different teams. There's like 4 different players on each team, but then it's not just team versus team because people within the same team can vote each other to put their name on this big spinny wheel, to get in the wheel spins at random to vote people off. But then once people get voted off, they get replaced by someone from a different reality show that comes on and replaces them. So it's like, okay, so this isn't like process of elimination. It's like we don't know how people win, so we need to figure that out. And it's still early. We're only on season 3, so we got time to figure out how the heck this show works. But it's interesting, regardless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nah. I like it though. I'm a fan. But yeah, I don't have anything to add to this. I don't know if you do, but yeah.
yeah, I'm
It's
trying
all-
to think if we are missing anything. I think we covered the challenges, we covered the drama. I feel like we slightly covered what's it called, but I mean, it's not much to say. But what's her name? Louis and that new girl that came, the black girl with the
uh,
braid.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like we talked about them like not being distracted and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, it's like she definitely came from. That's what's interesting. That I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. Like, I feel like the people that are picking the new people to come, like like when people get eliminated and then they bring in somebody new to.
Yeah, they're definitely loaded.
Yeah, I feel like they got intentional picks. I feel like they're being messy almost. I feel like they're looking at like the picks and being like, can we actually be strategic in who we pick to be like, oh, this person had some kind of beef or a bond, like
Honestly, maybe not though. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, I know that they're switching out gender for gender. So if you lose a girl, you get a girl. You lose a guy, you get a guy. But like the what's it called also knew someone else, and they were from different camps. So I can just imagine, like, yeah, there would have actually been just as much drama, if not more, if she had
but
gone
that
to.
made it difficult too though. Because remember when he was like, I don't care what y'all say, I'm not voting against what's her name.
Yeah,
But
that's what I mean. The fact that they got people from the same shows, from the same seasons, is probably intentional. But like
yeah.
the fact that girl ended up in the same cabin might be a coincidence. I could actually believe that was coincidence, but I know they picked
They knew
intention.
each other. They were like lovers. Like,
Yeah, that's true. They did hop into something. That wasn't just like, but I mean, yeah, I think they picked them from shows intentionally. Because even I remember there's another guy that I think at the very beginning, like they knew each other and they were like, it's not going to be a problem. It's like, no, we're good or something like that.
oh yeah. Yeah, and they never even played off that at all. Like there was never like a problem or anything. But I feel like they're trying because obviously they can't cause a problem between people, but it's like if y'all have to be competitive, who are in the fact that people have to
Yeah,
there's teams and you can vote against your own players and you can vote against other people's teams players. It's like individually, not just the team. It's like when you start bringing people that you were on a show with, if you had beef with that person, like, or a bond with that person, it seems like you're more likely to like be like, nah, I kind of want to protect that person on that team because that's my
right.
homegirl from the previous show I was on. It's like I don't want to vote them off, like,
Yeah,
or I want to vote this person off because of XYZ. It's like, okay,
yeah,
like, yeah, I don't know. It seemed, but they can't stage it. Like they can't create the beef. But I think they're almost trying to do that. Like maybe when they brought on old girl, um, what's her name? Keep calling her the black girl with the braids, but she, dang, what was her name? I'm gonna look her up. But yeah, it's like maybe they thought that she was going to distract Louis. Because remember, that was everybody's concern. Well, at least her teammates.
Mhm.
They were just like,
But that's what makes me think that like it's got to be random how they're getting pulled, because I think she's a perfect distraction, and if she was on any other team, she'd be a much bigger threat to him than the fact that they're on the same team and just sleeping in the same bed. Like that's just
they really
he's
are. That's what's funny. I mean, yeah. I want to, what this show does? It makes me want to go back and watch like the original shows to see where these people are from.
yeah. No, that actually is really true. Like they have a really good system when it comes to that, because the fact that they're pulling from others, they're pulling people who have already got views. So, but then it's
Yeah.
like you pull them back, because I'm like these people probably also have followers too. So when you come off of a game show, your Instagram blows up. Like you've told me that before, and then it's like, going on a new show, battle camp show, check it out. Like, and
Yeah,
so
people
it's
are going to follow you. Yeah.
yeah, and so now it's like, like they're watching them in action again, and it's like entertaining. So yeah,
Yeah, they probably did that on purpose with like they probably got like sponsors or got people to kind of fund like the show from like the other shows to be like, well, if people are watching the people on our show, they're gonna go find their original show and we'll display it because every time they put somebody on the screen they always display the show they were on before,
hmm,
like every single time. Like they'll always put like Avery and then underneath her name what show was she on before this show. So
yep,
it kind of reminds me of like those celebrity like kind of like a Family Feud, but they brought on like celebrities or something like that, like to be like, oh, this person is from this. I don't know. This just I've seen them do like celebrity game show like
mm.
episodes.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, but what's her name? Her name is Bree though. We kept I
All right,
her
right.
name.
Louisa,
Yeah,
there
Bree.
it is.
But yeah. Well,
Mm.
I think that's a wrap. I feel like we covered everything. We're 3 episodes in. If y'all have not watched Battle Camp, um,
Check it out.
yeah, feel free to check it out. And because we are going to do now that we've just realized there are 10 episodes, so we have 7 more to go. If y'all want to follow the journey, then catch up because we are going to be doing this for 7 more episodes. And you guys can always come on here and share your thoughts as well. He said, are they an hour show? They are basically, they're
Mhm.
hitting like what, like 40, 50-ish minutes?
Yeah, I think
40
so.
something, 50. Yeah. Yeah. But it's good though. Like I feel like the time flies. Like the challenges are fun to watch, like the interactions are fun. And like we said, like I think episode 3 is where for me at least, like it just really got good. Like
Yeah. The first two aren't bad though. Like I was entertained. I think it's
yeah.
just the drama can't really be drama until you know who the people are, and I feel like it takes about 2 episodes to start like figuring out who you don't want to see go for real. Like, but
Yeah,
I
for
do
like
think they
us to
pull
get
that
it.
off pretty early.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I feel like we enjoyed it from the beginning, but yeah, as far as where you really start getting invested. It's like, okay. And it was a new enough show to where, as far as like not knowing how things are gonna go, to where it takes you a minute. You're just like, okay, what's happening? And then it's like you're learning it. So by the time you like see the first episode, you're like, interesting. And then the next episode comes in and you're like, okay, same type of format, same people, some people left. Okay, like, okay, this is good. I get it. And then by episode 3, you're like, okay, we're in here. Like I feel like this was that episode that just kind of solidified everything, where you feel like you know what's going on. You've seen how people are moving, the decisions that they're making. Like there's characters. There's players that you like, players that you are like, eh. And so yeah, I just feel like it takes a second to kind of get into it. But yeah, it was still good from the beginning for the most part. So but yeah, so we are already sold by episode 3. Or so. And we got 7 more to go. And I'm glad I feel this way at episode 3, because 7 more episodes makes me happy, because I'm already like really enjoying it at episode 3. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, y'all, until next time, we will be on here same time next week, Monday at 9 o'clock Central Time. Yeah, if you have nothing else,
I'm good.
Yeah, this is Rated R for Review. And we will see y'all next week.
All right. Peace.
All right, we are out.